Morning folks, welcome to another country, welcome to Sofia, capital of Bulgaria. So right behind me is the National Palace of Culture, and it's going to be the starting point to our little walking tour of this great city, this ancient city. So join me on this freezing cold, dull and grey day here in Sofia. Let's go. So it's so cold, in fact, I've actually had to break out the gloves. So glad I packed these because I went from full-on spring weather, 16 degrees, glorious sunshine in Serbia and Croatia. But here, feels like winter. Feels like a bleak communist winter. Well, not quite. It's about 2 degrees. It's nowhere near winter conditions, but big contrast anyway. Nice view of the palace from here, eh? So we've got a nice lion memorial statue here. In a sec, I'll just show you what it commemorates. Right, so here we can see the monument to the servicemen from the 1st Sofia Infantry Regiment and from the 6th Tarnova Infantry Regiment of the 1st Sofia Infantry Division. Wow, killed in battle will be restored here. This sounds like it was written by AI. The historical monument rose here between 1934 and 1980. Its line was preserved by the National Museum of Military History and was returned to its original place on 4th November 2017, All Souls Day. So there you have it. So we've just come from the Palace of Culture over there through that little park, which brings us onto Vitosha Boulevard, which is the main kind of shopping boulevard of this city. Named after Vitosha Mountain, I believe. So let's have a little stroll down here. Oh, a statue here. Who's this guy? No idea, but he's looking pretty dapper. That tash and fancy beard. In his old school suitcase. And guess what? Costa coffee. You know it's a cool city when it's got a Costa coffee. At the end of this boulevard, we can see a mosque. It's the, what's it called? The Banya Bashi Mosque, I believe. So we're going to head towards that. Here we've got all the cool bars coming up, which you see at night. They're always full. Wine bars, restaurants. As I mentioned last night when I arrived, this place really reminds me of the main street in Vienna. Maria Hilfenstrasse. Really, really similar. It's got the same kind of shops, same kind of feel, nice and wide. We've got pizza restaurants over here and over there. So basically, cuisine from not just Bulgaria, mainly international cuisine here. But hopefully we'll try and find, at some point today or tomorrow, there's somewhere that sells traditional Bulgarian food, because I've never actually tried it myself. Pita. One good thing about Bulgaria is they entered the euro in January this year, so nice to have a more of a common currency to use here. So we've got a place here called Sofia by Day, claiming to serve traditional Bulgarian food. So depending on the prices, I'll give them a try a bit later. And just like in Nice the other day, we've got H&M. So it's a proper European city, this is. You've got Costa Coffee and you've got H&M. Alright, so I've just asked some kids, some teenagers, what this building is here, because it doesn't give you any information on Google Maps. Apparently it's the courthouse, law courts, protected by 2 lions there. That's quite typical of courts of law, I guess. Great looking building though, look at that. Yeah, so we're going with that, what the kids told me. It's the courthouse. As the tram goes past, and obstructs our view, but it's also quite iconic for the city as well. So there we have it straight ahead, the Sofia Mosque, or the Banya Bashi Mosque, constructed in the 16th century under the Ottoman Empire. Let's go in, check it out. The Sofia Balkan Palace, apparently. Archaeological heritage at Sveta Nedelnya Square. Let's have a look what they found. Figurine of Cupid from the 2nd and 3rd century. Serpentine figurine, 2nd and 3rd century. Belt buckle from the 6th to 7th century. Yeah, so much ancient history in this city, going back to the Romans. Right, and there we have the monument, beautiful monument of Sveta Sofia, or Saint Sophia, the patron saint of this city. Now I believe there used to be a statue of Lenin there, which was taken down for obvious reasons, but yeah, much better looking than Lenin, that's for sure. And she's right here, so we got the mosque there we've just been in. She's there. And the Vitosha Boulevard towards that way. The only way to cross the road here is through the metro entrance, Serdica metro. So let's do it, let's cross over. Going down. Typical underground shops. Right. Little open square here. So through there we can just see some ancient walls, so I believe they uncovered lots of Roman remains while they were digging this underground system. Right, so as you come through the metro there, you end up here, Serdica, ancient Serdica complex. See all the ruins here. So the Serdica archaeological complex presents the remains of the Roman city excavated between 2010 and 2012 during the construction of the Serdica 2 subway station and the implementation of the project Ancient Cultural and Communication Complex Serdica. Okay, you can read that if you want further information. Let's take a look. So look at these Roman ruins right in the middle of the city. Hippocaust, 4th century AD. Subfloor heating system, that's what this was, in one of the rooms of a large late antique building. Okay. Ah, yes, this is the underfloor heating that the Romans were famous for. God, they were so advanced, weren't they? If you compare them 2,000 years ago to what we had in Britain at the time, before the Romans. Quite embarrassing, really. Felix House. Several rooms organised around the inner courtyard. One of the rooms is designed as a formal reception hall with mosaic floor decoration, dating back to the 4th century, end of the 6th century AD. Decumanus II, the 2nd street to the north of Decumanus Maximus, the main east-west street, width 5.5 metres, blah de blah blah blah, second half of the 5th and 6th century AD. Yeah, so imagine uncovering all this when you're building an underground system. And there we have the exhibition. So there's all the information you need without seeing the exhibition. Because we're heading off that way. Oh, there's even more ruins inside the metro, look. Pretty cool. So, early Christian basilica. Okay, have a read of that if you want. Let's head outside. Right, we're now inside what looks to be the coolest supermarket in the world. Look at this building. Converted from something a lot grander, of course. Pretty cool, huh? So there's got coffee shops and stuff over there. Anyway, don't think they're like people filming in there, so we'll move out. So that is this shopping centre, converted from something much more grand. Where to next? Now that is a pretty cool tram. It's actually 1 o'clock now, so about time for lunch. Right, let's pop in the King's Bakery. I'm feeling a bit peckish. Fancy a pasty or something. Some nice looking stuff here, actually. Hello, can I have a margarita pizza? For here, yeah, for here. Yeah, just this size, yeah. And one of these swirly things. Do you do coffee? Could I have a, let me see, cappuccino, please? Alright guys, just come into this little bakery and got myself a little bargain, €8.80 for pizza margarita. You can see it's a small one, a latte, and kind of cinnamon swirl there. As I say, €8.80, so not too bad. Love the fact we can pay in euros as well in this country. So the trams go by. Nice little bakery this. Let's try this pizza. Oh, amazing pizza. One of the best margaritas I've ever had, to be honest. That's so cool, that big Chupa Chups sign in its derelict state. Love that picture as well. Right, so we changed of plan. We're off on a mini pub crawl. I thought, I want to find preferably a local seedy dive bar, but we're starting with one which's got quite good reviews, called Eddie Sikoi Bar. People are calling it a dive bar online, but it's not a real dive bar, not by my definitions. But anyway, it'll do to start. I'm looking for somewhere with good atmosphere, basically, more than anything. Good atmosphere and reasonably cheap beer. So we'll start here and then see if we can find somewhere where the locals go. Let's do this.